Hello children, you are welcome to digital classes of Christchurch Convent Higher Secondary School Gadarwara. This video is for class 11th. Subject is accounts. Chapter 13, Bills of Exchange and Promissory Note. Part 1. Let us understand the meaning of bills of exchange first. Children, nowadays business runs on the basis of credit, and beside cash dealings, credit dealings are also done. To make the transaction secured and valid and undisputable, it's necessary that a document must be preserved related to finance or money, so that can be presented in future in case of any conflicts. For this, bills of exchange came into existence. When we define it according to Section 5 of Indian Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, so definition is, this is, bills of exchange is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker directing certain person to pay a certain sum of money only to or the order of a certain person or to bearer of the instrument. In simple language, you can understand it as it's a kind of stamp where the creditor orders or forces debtors to give in writing that money will be paid after a specific period of time which is stated by the debtor, and it is undersigned by both the parties, so that in future there should not be any dispute regarding this, and transaction become confirmed. It becomes valid, on the basis of which a case can be suited, a case can be filed in the court. So on the basis of definition, we can see its characteristics. This is an unconditional order. Bills of exchange is made by a creditor in writing form, where stated amount and specified date is mentioned, and the drawer signs the bill, which is accepted by the drawee, who is the debtor. It is duty stamped, and the debtor is allowed 3 days of grace from the date of bill for payment. For this, you can see the specimen, stamp is there, amount is written, place and date, and both the parties are signing, and statement is there, 3 months after date, paid to me or on my order the sum of rupees 11,000 only, the value for value received, and both the parties are signed, seller and buyer. So this is the specimen of bills of exchange. Now you will see important points about the bills of exchange. First, date is mentioned, when it is drawn and when it will be matured. Term means for how many months or days it is written, it is mentioned. Then days of grace allowed 3 days after the maturity date or after the date of repayment. 3 more days are allowed to debtors for making the payments. And due date is also written on it when it falls due. So when debtor has to make payment. Now important points relating to calculation of due date. So first point is, if the duration of bill is given in months and bill is drawn in the beginning of any month, so due date will be fall as under. Suppose any bill is drawn on 1st January of 2016 and duration is 3 months. So from the January 1st, 3 months when calculated, so completion date is 1st, but due date is called 4th April, adding 3 grace days. Some more examples are there. The date of drawing of bill is 1st August and duration is 4 months. So August plus 4 months becomes 1st of December. That will be the date of completion of duration, and due date falls 4 December after adding 3 days of grace period. Second point is, if the duration of bill is given in months and the bill is drawn at the beginning of any month, then date will be fall as under. If it is at the end of month, suppose say 30th January, and 1 month duration is there, then date of completion becomes 29th February 2016, because in 2016 that will be a leap year, so that will be included in that, and due date falls after 3 days, that is 3rd March. So likewise you can count due date and completion of duration. If the duration of bill is given in months and the bill is drawn during the month in between, then date will be fall as under. For this you can count 15th of January and 3 months duration. So 15th January plus 3 months becomes 15th April of 2016. So that will be the date of completion of duration, and after adding 3 more days of grace period, due date will fall on 18th April 2016. Suppose bill is drawn on 20th September and 2 months duration is there, then 20th September plus 2 months becomes 20th November 2016, then plus 3 more days, that becomes 23rd November 2016. That will be the due date. Likewise, one more example is there. 10th December is the date, 1 month is duration. 10th December plus 1 month becomes 10th January, plus 3 more days becomes 13th January 2017. Now we'll see another case when duration of bill is given in days. Then after considering the number of days, 3 days of grace is added. सो बेस्ड क्वेश्चन में जो होगा उसमें तुम्हें डेज गिनना पड़ेंगे. सपोज एग्जांपल है, डेट ऑफ ड्राइंग ऑफ बिल इज 10th January 2016 and duration is 90 days. Then days will be counted from 10th January to 31st January. There is 22 days. So out of the total 90 days we'll subtract 22 days, so we are left with 68 days. Then in February in 2016, it's a leap year, so in February you will have 29 days, so that are subtracted, again we are left with 39 days. Then in March, complete month, 31 days, we are left with 8 days, and then 8 days plus 3 more days of grace, it becomes 11th April. So like this you can say, or else in the beginning itself you can add 3 more days and then you subtract, then you will get the date of falling due, when it falls due. Okay, now date of drawing of bill is 20th June 2016 and duration is 75 days. Then including 3 more days you will have 78. So how many days of June? 11. 31 days of July, 31 days of August. So it becomes 5th September 2016. Number 5, if due date of any bill falls on Sunday or any pre-declared public holiday, then a day before is considered due date. Remember this. एक दिन पहले मान लिया जाएगा फिर, यदि उस दिन संडे आ रहा है या कोई पहले से ही डिक्लेयर्ड हॉलीडे है, पब्लिक हॉलीडे है, तब. It means if the due date is 15th August or 2nd October, after adding grace dates, then due date will be 14th August or 1st October. Okay, but if the government, point number 6, if the government declares a sudden holiday for any unavoidable reasons on the due date of the bill, then the next day will be considered as the due date. Point number 7, calculation of the due date begins from the date of drawing of the bill, even though acceptor has accepted the bill on any other date after that. It means if the bill is drawn on 1st April and accepted by the debtor by on 5th April, then due date will be considered, means due date will be calculated from the 1st April, not from the 5th April, because the bill was made on 1st April. This is a new chapter for you, and first of all you must go through all these points. Then in the next video you shall understand how journal entries are made at the time of making, accepting and endorsing bill. Okay, so first you learn these points and we shall discuss about its general entries in our later videos. Thank you.